Welcome to Total Reddit with another new story of art/AskReddit. This video subject is, what is the worst cheating story you have or have heard? Part 5. So today's video is going to be very interesting and funny for you, so keep watching the video till the end. Before jumping to the main part of the video, please hit the subscribe button to know when the next video goes live. A friend of my wife's was dating this scumbag. The friend ends up pregnant and has the baby. During the delivery there was a few complications, and she ends up needing a C-section. Scumbag refuses to gown up and be with her in the delivery room. Turns out he needed to be able to go across the hallway to his other girlfriend that was also in labor at the same time. Scumbag had 2 girls pregnant and in labor at the same time. Later on he almost beat my wife's friend to death. So, a couple at my high school had a big blowout fight. The girl decided to get revenge by going to a party, getting blind drunk, and blowing every willing guy there. Pics were circulated around the school. The jilted suitor got his hands on a particularly graphic shot featuring his love completely nude in a very compromising situation. He blew this picture up to an 8x10 size, printed off dozens of copies, and plastered them, with industrial glue, all over the front door of her house and on her father's car. A friend who lived in her neighborhood recalls watching her poor father scrape these images off his house and vehicle. I had been seeing this girl for about 4 months, and she was starting to bore me. I decided to just flirt with a few guys, and just have fun but never act on it. I talked to one guy for a day and a half and he asked me out. I said no, but maybe someday. I lied and said I wasn't ready for a relationship. Anyways, he FaceTimes me while I'm with my girlfriend, and he looks at her once and hangs up. She calls him right after and starts yelling at him. We were cheating on each other with the same guy. My best friend is gay. When he was in college, he was a cheat leader. The whole squad was out drinking one night, and one of the girls had recently got engaged, so they were all celebrating. She mentioned to my friend jokingly that she thinks her fiancé might be gay. So what does he do? The next night he goes to the bar with her fiancé, gets him wasted and then but fucks him. Then reports his findings back to the girl. Obviously, she was pissed. They broke off the engagement and she transferred to a different school. My wife cheated on me. 6 weeks after our wedding. 17 months after a stroke devastated her body and psyche and almost crushed the spirit out of me, just 9 months into a too good to be true love story. I had been by her side 24/7 for 15 months of rehab. I fix us a nice dinner, finally sit down to take my first bite, and out of the blue she exclaims, "I've had sex with someone else." I freeze, raise my eyes, and she just sits there, smiling at me, still chewing the spicy mozzarella toast I made her. This kid at my school, where hats and hoodies were banned, wrote notes on the brim of his baseball hat, and tried to roll his eyes up to see them. It was super obvious and 100% hilarious. He only got about 3 minutes into the exam, before the teacher noticed him and his hat. He got a detention, he got a lecture, he never did it again. I was dating an actress. Confronted her about cheating, she denied it. She said she had to move to LA for work, so we broke up. Then she traveled the world with the guy she cheated on me with. Kind of expected, but yeah. Don't date people that lie for a living. My friend's sister slept with the minister of his wedding the night before. Her husband found her riding the minister on the beach at 3 a.m. We had to find a new non-religious minister the next morning before the wedding, and she demanded payment up front, also charged double her normal price for the emergency situation. My girlfriend's ex went on holiday with some friends and fucked some girl. Twice, my girlfriend found out, broke things off with him, and he started emotionally blackmailing her to try and get her back. she still finds it difficult to have confidence in herself and trust people. We're taking things slowly and working on her issues, but I don't even think I know the worst bits yet. When I was finishing up high school, I had a really rough time after several terrible breakups, and decided on a semi-long distance relationship with someone I'd known for several years and was good friends with. I wasn't ready for anything too closer or in person after being cheated on a few times. Fast forward 10 months into the relationship, I'm visiting her and we decide to go to a mall in her area to see a movie and walk around. After the movie, we're walking through a department store and she pulls me into a dressing room. I hadn't had sex yet and was trying to go slow, but she was very forceful on wanting sex. I was nervous and excited at the same time and just went with it. Afterwards, we come out of the dressing room and run into one of her friends, who immediately says, "Where's your boyfriend?" It hadn't clicked yet that she wasn't talking about me. Turns out, being long distance gave her the idea that she could hide me from her boyfriend, and ran with both relationships at the same time. She immediately started covering it up to save her other relationship, blaming everything on me. The following months were tough, with constant messages and spam from her friends saying I had raped her and I was crazy, and that I need to be on medication and stop contacting her. Immediately stopped talking to her when she sent me suicide threats the same day. I had no idea anything else was going on, but because I was the odd man out in the situation, I was the one left out in the cold. My buddy was dating some well-known skank, but he didn't care or didn't believe. After shit got kinda serious, even after we kind of fell out because of her, he decided to go get her name tattooed across his entire chest. Stupid. Well, the night before he went and got it, another friend slept with his chick and some other girl. Then the next day, said friend went with my buddy to get his ink. The tattoo looked like someone took a razor blade and carved her name into his chest. Would post picture, but it's covered up now. A friend told me her husband went from her hospital bed, where she just gave birth to their son, to his girlfriend's house to spend the night. Later she told him to end it or she was leaving him. He told her that he didn't want to end it with the girlfriend, because he was interested in seeing where the relationship went. But he also didn't want a divorce, just in case the girlfriend thing didn't work out. Unbelievably, when the girlfriend broke up with him, he went back to my friend and she took him back. Piece of low down. I can't go to their parties anymore, because I don't trust myself not to start beating on him. Lost a lot of respect for my friend, for putting up with such a garbage pile. I was top in nearly every class my senior year. There was this one girl in my human anatomy and phys class that never did shit for any class, ever. So one day, in the period before, she asked to copy my answers for this huge packet that was due. I told her I'd bring it to her in a sec, and made a plan with my friend to quickly erase all my correct answers, put in random fake and ridiculous ones, and then my friend would help me put the right answers back. Anyway, the lazy chick falls for it, and later, I actually told my teacher about it. He couldn't stand the girl and high-fived me for having her fail the assignment that led her to drop the class. Thanks for watching. Write your opinion about this video and subject, and don't forget to subscribe for the next videos.